Brendan Ward. He is a Bellator fighter. He just got finished fighting somebody. As you can see, he's banged up, he's bruised up, but he actually has an amazing story that I'm going to be going through today in a series of videos. He had a serious drug addiction, a lot of ups and downs in his life, you know, still a regular dude, fights like this, then wakes up 4 a.m., goes and works construction. He's a regular guy. He's been through a bunch of stuff, and he managed to get clean. And he has a message for anybody who feels like they can't pull themselves out of that type of hole. And you know, coming from somebody who was addicted myself, I always feel like anytime I see something like this, I got to put it out there, because if there's anybody that felt like me or like he did when he was addicted, I gotta try and help you out. So here it is.
And then finally for me, man, if there's somebody watching this right now and you know, they want to get clean but they don't know how to, like, what's your message to them?
Just do it. Take the step. Just do it. Go to detox. Get it done. You know, and then ride that grind out. The next, when you going to detox is the easy part. Go. You know, it's the easy part. It's those next 6 months to a year, and you just got to get through it. And it's so hard. I know how fucking hard it is. Trust me, it's so hard. Just grind it out, and you'll be so happy you grinded it out. You know, and it might take you a couple times. And if you trip and fall, don't beat yourself up, dude. I tried to get clean for like 10 years. 10 years I tried to get clean for until I finally got clean. It's a process, man, and it's hard, and it's so hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Dude, cage fighting is nothing compared to getting clean. Nothing, dude. It's nothing. So just, dude, take that step, go to detox, go to rehab, and then grind it out. And I tell everybody, if you need me, get at me in my inboxes, dude. And I try to get back to everybody. My Instagram is crazy right now, but I try to get back to people, and I do get back to people. If you need me, I'm there. I got connections to all kinds of facilities, you know.
Brandon, right here in the middle.
So, I know it's a quick one. I know it's like it wasn't much, but it's like, if there's anybody who's like going through that and they randomly were on this video, you know, I hope that helped. You know, he was 10 years in it. I was 20 years in it. It is so hard, you know. He says it's harder than fighting in the cage. It's tremendously hard, but it's so worth it. And one thing that I always noticed with myself, and I think maybe with some other people that I've seen in life, is like when you can actually picture who you could be without whatever substance is, like, you know, taking your soul. If you could just have a vision of yourself, a better vision of yourself, that future self, that amazing self that's sober and clear-minded and focused and engaging with their family and their friends again. If you can just picture that person and hold on to that person, it makes the detoxing and the withdrawals and all of that stuff, I won't say easier, but more bearable. You know, something that you can withstand. And, you know, you'll have your ups and downs. You know, you'll have your stumbles. You know, hopefully you don't have relapses, but, you know, even I've relapsed. Everybody, you know, you go through it, but it's like you don't give in even at that point. You just get right back up and you keep going at it, you know. It's so hard, but the sober version of yourself is much better. And don't worry about losing friends who you used to do drugs with. Fuck those guys. You know, you can still have love for them, but fuck them. You know, whoever doesn't want to be around you because you're not using anymore, fuck that person. You don't need that person. You know, you'll find new friends. You'll find better friends. You know, you'll find better circles of people, sober circles of people, you know. It's like you said, extremely hard. And I saw that today. I had a bunch of other videos to shoot, But, you know, before I went to bed, I wanted to just get that one out so it could come out in the morning sometime or afternoon or something tomorrow. Because I think it's an important message. And Buddy is serious about that. Like, find him on Instagram, type that name in, you'll find it. He's trying to be there for people. I actually messaged him. I suggested that he started a podcast because I think he has a good personality for it. But, you know, even if it's not him that you reach out to somebody. And you can reach out to me. I am Coach Colin at Instagram. If you're going through something, reach out. Like him, I've gotten real busy because my channel's grown a lot. Like, there's a lot of people messaging, but I'll try and get to you. I'll give you time, you know. So I'll send you some voice notes. We'll go back and forth. But yeah, man, if you're in the grips of a substance, and like you said, detox, you know, like for me, I couldn't afford it. I just couldn't afford to be away from my wife, and I couldn't afford it. So I just had to kind of go at it alone. And you know, by the grace of God, it worked. But, you know, if you have the time and you have the money, like, go to a detox. Like treat it. Like, a lot of people don't treat their life like it's something serious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I look at somebody and I say, yo, you should write that down. You should write down this. They tend to just brush that off. But it's like, you got to treat your life like it's serious. Like, if I put you in school right now and they said, oh, write down some notes, you'd write down some notes. It's like, we never take our life with the same type of urgency. The shit's urgent. So, you know, do whatever you have to in order to make that happen. If you have to distance yourself from all of your friends, do it. If you got to just, you know, step back from life for 6 months, do it. I know sometimes with money and bills and everything, it seems impossible, but you have to think about the things that you do. You have to think about where they lead. So if you keep using, in 5 years, where does it leave you? If you stop and you go through some pain and stumbles and everything, 5 years from that point, where does it lead you? If one thing leads you into this sober self, this better version of yourself, follow it. If the other leads you into still using, like, there's no good part. Like, 5 years from now using drugs, there's no good part to it. You know, if you get sober, it sucks at first. It's hard, you know, no doubt it's hard. But like 5 years down the road, you're a much better version of yourself. You're living a much better life. And I thought it wasn't possible for me. I'm sure he didn't think it was possible for him, but it's definitely possible. So I just wanted to say that. I'm out.